Hey, get out of here. Get out of here, I'm telling you. The dog is gonna get us. Hello everyone and welcome in. We are back with another horror indie game and I am super excited because a lot of y'all, when I played Midnight Scenes, had really enjoyed the Midnight Scenes kind of stories. And when I saw this game, Soviet Spooky Tales Green Eyes, this kind of gave those vibes to me. And so that really intrigued me and I was like, you know what? I really liked Midnight Scenes and this kind of gives those same kind of vibes, so I wanted to try it out. It is the demo, so I'm not too sure how long this demo is going to be, but we're going to be playing the demo, and then if we like it, when the full game comes out, I'll do a full gameplay on it. So I'm excited to see what it is about, and I'm excited to see what the story is. I really didn't get to see the trailer for it. I just kind of saw the art style and everything, so I was like, yes, this looks like a game that I'm gonna like because it reminds me of Midnight Scenes, and I feel like I'm waiting for another Midnight Scenes, and I really hope Midnight Scenes does do another game. I'm not too sure if they are or not, but can cross our fingers, right? But in the meantime, this can hold us off. But before I get into the game, I want to take a moment to thank all of my current subscribers who have tuned into my channel and shown their support. I appreciate y'all very, very much. And if you're new to my channel and you like the content, whether it be the gameplay or whether it be my collection reviews, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're here just enjoying the vibes, hit the like button as well. It helps out my channel. Now let's go ahead, switch screens, get on over to Green Eyes, Soviet Spooky Tales. Okay, new game. Oh, we got the YouTube play button. Do I press it? One day, a mom said to a little girl, "Don't touch the green vinyl." But the girl didn't listen to her mom and listened to the green vinyl. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Creepy green eyes are on the wall. Oh, this is all. Don't you think don't you think all this is a joke? Little girl is gonna choke. Interesting. Get it. October 1986? Is that what it is? Or is this just the beginning music? Hey! Dasha. Okay. Mom, let's get the Rubik's snake. Dasha, I already told you we came here for the vinyl. But it's so cool. You can make almost anything you want with it. Like a dog, a duck, even a giraffe. And Pashka can even make a balloon. So Mom, can we please? Everyone in our classroom already has one. And by all of you, you mean just Pashka? No, not just one. Everybody has one but me. All right, let's get the snake, but then we won't buy a vinyl. Let Dad's present to gather dust since he's not gonna play anything until next paycheck. No, I want both the snake and the vinyl. The less you want, the more you get. Why are you so greedy? Dad makes so much money and you can't buy me a toy once a month? Girl. Dasha, Daddy is not working in the north to buy all the toys at the store. And besides, you and I agreed that this month we were buying a vinyl. But if you changed your mind, we can just go home. I start my shift at 12. I can't spend half the day at the store. But Mom! Dasha, it's either the snake or the vinyl. Period. I took another look at the kids section. There were multicolored toys on display. They all had a shiny plastic. It's so nice to open a new pack and hear the way it sounds. Is this Dasha talking? The Vasilisa dolls in Coco Sneaks, I hope I'm not butchering these names, stood in rows and each has its own character and face. Pink kitties plushies with stripes on their backs. Fur puppies wearing plaid ponchos, roly-poly toys with round faces, and spinning tops on suction cups with horses, almost like in the program What, Where, When. Oh, I guess this is Dasha speaking. I wanted them all at once, especially the snake, and the spinning top, and at least one little doll, not to mention the record, of course. Why is Mom so stubborn? As if she wasn't a little girl herself. And if you try to negotiate with adults, they just ignore you and punish you. I'm not going to argue. I won't change Mom's mind anyway, and I risk not getting a present at all. All right, let's get the vinyl. That's my little girl voice. The toy section saw us through the sad eyes of stuffed animals. But I cheered up a little as soon as we got to the vinyl section. The music section shelves, there were vinyls by divided genres, fairy tales, classical music, pop music, just to name a few. And additional to all that, you could all see the amazing artwork and designs that each one had. Mom, can I choose? Of course you can, Dasha. Behind the counter, I could see the sales assistant's shadow blocking the colorful shelves with her white robe. Almost in a theatrical way, she corrected her perm, her bright lips which resembled a bow, and her eyebrows that formed an arch over her blue shadowed eyelids. Good afternoon. What can I help you with? We have vinyls for everyone, even those with the most refined tastes. That's what she looks like, I feel. Dasha, go ahead. What would you like to see? The sales assistant gaze was fixed on me, and I felt uncomfortable. Mom, why don't you do it? Hello, could you please show us what fairy tales you have? The sales assistant glanced at me. Lady, isn't it too late to listen to fairy tales? Like a smoker voice kind of thing. Just look at her. She's too big. Honey, what grade are you in? Let's remain silent. The cat got your tongue, has it? Dasha's in the 4th B. Excuse me, but we'd like to look at the fairy tales, thank you. She's such a big girl. She doesn't need fairy tales. She needs something more serious. Here, classical music. Chavatsky, Ministry of Culture of the USSR. Leningrad Council, yeah, okay. Girl, do you go to music school? Do you listen to Piotr Ilyich? I don't know. No, who's Piotr Ilyich? How can you not know Piotr Ilyich Chavatsky? I don't know. I'm not saying that right. He's the greatest Russian composer.
Haven't you been to the Nutcracker?
I saw the cartoon on TV.
The cartoon? Poof! Girl, it's a world famous ballet.
So what if it is Chavatsky? I like Forum, the band, and fairy tales are not too late for me. Everybody likes fairy tales. What else have you got? This is very challenging. It's just like female actors, voice acting. So I'm like, how can I change up the voice?
Parade of Polo Soloist 1.
Boy, the these Russian names are not my strong suit, you guys.
Order of Lenin Record Plant.
Stereo. Okay, we're not gonna...
It was delivered yesterday. Would you like to have it? Or this year's novelty? Joseph.
That's scratching my throat doing it. Maybe I should change her voice. I don't know how to do it. All Union, yeah, I don't know.
A girl should learn how to have good taste.
Oh no. Oh no. The sales assistant started daydreaming and sang off key. Okay, I have to do my worst smoker singing voice.
The night was luminous, white flowering clusters were bursting into the window. The bird cherry tree was in full bloom. Oh, how wonderfully it was blooming. I was so in love with you, was whispering shy tender words to you, and you gave me your heart that moonlight midnight.
Oh my gosh. That's how I feel like she would be. I don't like that the sales assistant. She's only gets in the way. Oh. And the covers of the fairy tales are so pretty. Puss in Boots, Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. Oh, the Bremen musicians. It's just like mine. But I heard almost all of these. I was browsing through everything I could see. I was looking for something special. After all, it could be considered a gift from my dad. I wouldn't want to make a mistake and buy something silly. But as luck would have it, there was nothing interesting. Oh, wait a second. What's that black cover? A strange vinyl caught my attention. Its envelope was completely black. I've never seen anything like this before. Nothing painted on the cover, and there was no title, so I wondered what was inside. When I looked closer, I saw that the vinyl itself was peeking out of the envelope, but it wasn't black at all, like the usual ones. On the contrary, it was a very bright green color. Wow, a green vinyl! How unusual. That's what I need. I pulled my mom's sleeve and whispered in her ear. Mom, let's ask her to give us that one, or she will be singing like non-stop. Excuse me, could you please show us that vinyl with the black envelope? The sales assistant took out the envelope without a name and threw it on the counter.
People have no taste nowadays. They listen to all kinds of nonsense. Rock and some other stuff.
Mom, let's get it. I've never seen vinyls this color. Tell me, please, how much is it?
Lady, what does it say on the back?
Mom turned the envelope over, but there was nothing written. But there was no writing on it. She carefully took it out the record to find out the price.
It is forbidden to take the goods out of the package. Can you read? Come on. What do you think it is the sign for? Go to the cash register to pay for it. Straight ahead to the right. That'll be 1 ruble, 25 kopecks.
Dasha, let's hurry. We have to go.
Mom took the black envelope, and without saying goodbye to the sales assistant, we hurried to leave the section of the store. The cash register buzzed loudly, and the green vinyl was finally mine.
What a rude sales assistant. Just a brat. I didn't even have time to ask what the vinyl was.
Mom, it's okay that we don't know what's on it. It's more interesting that way. Let's be a surprise.
I love surprises, especially good ones. Oh, Dasha, I have to run. It's 10:30. I'm late for work. Let's go to the tram.
Mom, can I carry the vinyl?
Of course you can, but be careful. Vinyls are fragile.
The weather outside was surprisingly warm for early October, but the yellow leaves on the trees were already shivering helplessly, knowing that winter was coming. Brr!
Sorry.
Brr! I don't like the winter. Mom, is it cold in the north where Dad is now? Mom sighed.
It's cold. It's almost always cold there. Can you imagine how happy Dad will be when he comes home?
Will he be back soon?
Dasha, you already asked me that today.
Mom, tell me again, please.
Soon, soon. And he'll be listening to the new vinyl with us. Oh, there's our tram.
We ran into the tram, and it closed its doors, creaking and swaying, and took us home. There were not many people in the salon.
Wait,
In the salon, it was still working hours, so you could only see pensioners, students in the second shift, and people like my mom who worked in the shifts. Mom, look at how much room there is. Let's sit by the window.
okay, Dasha. But first, please validate the tickets. I'll get them. Wait.
Mom took out her pocket 2 small packs of different colors, red and green, tore off 2 tickets of 3 kopecks each and gave them to me.
Here you go, and I'll sit down.
All right, but I want my seat by the window. I looked around the tram in search of a ticket validator. The nearest one was hanging opposite the entrance. Aha! There you are. Too bad I only had 2 tickets. I could easily punch them. I wish I had a bigger pack to test the strength. I wonder if I could punch 10 tickets at a time. The ticket slid easily into the validator slot. When I hit the handle, I heard a familiar pleasant sound. I had punched tickets 100 times, and each time I enjoyed the feeling of the paper resisting and being defeated when the mechanism created a hole through it. Bingo! I looked at the ticket number. Wow, it's a lucky ticket, and what a lucky ticket it is! All 6 digits are the same.
6 digits? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, 6, it's all 3s. Okay.
Mom! Look, a lucky ticket. It's all 3s. I've never had anything like it.
Dasha, don't shout in the tram. It's indecent.
If I make a wish and eat this ticket, it will definitely come true. Or should I keep it?
Eat it!
I wish Daddy paid us a visit soon and stayed with us. I bit off the corner of the ticket, and the tart taste of paper comes into my mouth. I already brought the cherished ticket to my mouth for the 2nd time, but suddenly my mother noticed it and looked at me with a stern look.
Dasha, are you going to eat the ticket again? It's terribly dirty. Who knows who touched it? And what if the inspector comes in now? We'll be fined.
No! Mom, I'm just... Mom always ruins the fun. Okay, I'll eat it later. before she sees me. I carefully put the ticket in my pocket and went to my mom. Outside the window, houses and cars were running by. My mother ruffled my hair and hugged me tightly, and I leaned my forehead against the glass and hugged the black envelope I bought.
You mean your mom bought?
I wondered what was recorded in it. Probably some great song. Maybe even an American song. I've never had one of those before. Everyone in class will be jealous, especially the Xena. We'll have to listen to the vinyl when we get home. Mom, how long is our ride?
About 15 minutes or so.
15 minutes? So long. All the way, my forehead rhythmically tapped some kind of melody under this lullaby. I fell asleep.
Oh, we have Xena.
Oh dear, what a beautiful vinyl you have. Can I hold it? Xena, you can't. You'll get it dirty. Come on, Dasha. Please, can I come to your house and listen to it? No way! I haven't even played it myself yet. And if you want it, I'll give you my collection of New Year cards. I won't spare anything for you. Just let me at least touch it, I beg you. And you won't bully me anymore? Call me names or be mean to me? No, of course not. I'll be your best friend. You want me to carry your bag for you? Do you want me to give you my lunch in the cafeteria? And the compote? Sure, take the compote too. You're welcome. Actually, I've already promised Pashka and Lena to let them listen to it, so I guess you're the last in line. Maybe in a couple of weeks the vinyl will be free. Thank you, dear. Thank you. I'll tell everyone how good and kind you are.
Dasha, it's time. Dasha, let's go. Why did you fall asleep? I changed her accent.
Have we arrived? Too bad. I had such a nice dream.
After all, the tram is how old ladies move around, and it goes at the same speed. Let's hurry home. We have to hurry.
We quickly got off the tram and walked down the narrow street towards our house, which was the number 33. It was on Lenin Street and not far from the stop.
Oh, look at the little doggy.
We could already see our yard of several 9-story buildings with a cozy entrance through the archway. But suddenly, out of nowhere, on our way was there...
Wait, was there... What? Wait, on our way was... Oh.
On our way was a street dog, which was something between a Bichon and a shoe brush.
There's that dog hanging around again. Look at the way she's staring at me. She's gonna come at me. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here, I'm telling you. The dog is gonna get us. I thought it was cute at first.
The dog sniffed the air a few times with his nose, then ducked his head to ground and growled. It showed a row of small, sharp teeth. Despite its small size, it could harm anyone with its bite.
What a stupid animal! Dasha, hide behind me before it bites you.
Shoving the vinyl into my mom's hands, I looked around for a suitable branch. Luckily, there was one near me. The local boys broke it off during a game where they pretended to be soldiers. Without any sudden movements, my hand slowly reached for the cherished goal. The dog watched my every movement carefully, as if he suspected something. Finally, my fingers found the stick and I grasped it firmly. I got it! I squeezed my new wooden weapon and prepared to make a dash for it. Mom, not understanding what I was going to do, looked at me with amazed eyes. Lucy! Fetch!
That's the dog's name? Lucy?
The stick whistled across the lawn and with a thud fell to the ground somewhere behind the bushes. The dog scrambled with his paws and rushed after the branch. Lucy, come to me.
Oh, so Lucy's our friend. Lucy don't like my mom, though.
A smudgy, satisfied Lucy brought her prey and licked my face. This Bichon as soon...
Wait.
This Bichon as soon as it smells from which side I will appear.
Wait. Well, rush and meet me. Okay.
There's no one in the whole world cuter than this little thing. I always have a cookie in my briefcase for her, and Lucy always has time to walk me to school.
Hopefully there's no chocolate in that cookie, girl.
All right, Lucy, that's enough. Lucy, what a cheeky one. How long have you been waiting for me? Sorry, I don't have anything with me. I'll bring you something tasty before school. Lucy fell on her back, indicating she wanted me to scratch her belly.
Dasha, leave that dog alone.
Mom, can Lucy live with us? Look how smart she is.
Look at you coming up with silly ideas. She may as well have fleas and maybe be contagious. Why do we need animals at home who could have a ringworm, especially at the beginning of the school year, when they have shave your head? You'll know why you shouldn't touch stray dogs with your bare hands.
She doesn't have fleas, and I've known her for a long time. My mother looked at Lucy lying on her back, and she wrinkled her nose and without saying anything, went through the archway into the yard. I hope to go home too. Wait, Lucy! I'll be back soon! Lucy walked with us to the yard and obediently sat down to wait for my return with the promised cookies.
And this voice that I keep doing is just making me laugh. Like in my head, I'm laughing at the voice that I'm giving because she has a lot of lines. I thought this was a narrator line, but it's actually her as the narrator. So I can't switch voices like that. So I have to keep it as a little girl voice. Anyways.
The yard at the beginning of the school year wasn't as noisy as it was during the summer, but still had kids all ages running around. The unsteady melody of rusty swings was complemented by bicycle bells, kids counting and pigeons cooing. I suddenly felt the need to run and go down the iron slide a couple of times, and I even took a few steps towards the playground, but I remembered that we were in a hurry to get home because my mom had to go to work. That's okay. I'll write it later. Granny sat on the bench near our house and looked.
Wait, looked. Oh, look at their faces.
As always, at everyone who passed by. When I was smaller and played ball by the white wall at the entrance, I always listened with pleasure to the everything that people say. Who got married? Who had a baby? Who bought what? And what was going on in the whole world? Grandmothers knew, it seems, everything. And even before everyone else knew.
Because all they could do is sit there and listen. Ooh, let's listen. Okay, so we have Grandma Faya.
Have you heard? Our Egor from Politskaya Street has disappeared again. They've been looking for him for 2 days now. Our neighbor Polina Simovna says she had a dream the other day. The aliens were taking Igor to a spaceship. No way. The aliens took him away. He probably got drunk in the garage with his buddies and went home to the workshop supervisor to settle their relation. He's probably sitting in a drunk tank now, where he can't remember his name.
Oh, sweetie, you can't talk about a man like that. Igor Petrovich, by the way, built the sandbox on the playground with his own hands and didn't take money for it.
Our Egor Petrovich is very handy. God bless his soul. Why does he need money? He got a bottle for his service and he was happy. Remember where there was a similar case in 59? A whole group of kids, you know, tourists or what do you call them, mountaineers, were attacked by aliens when they were sleeping in their tents at night. All of them were killed. There was a big fuss all over the country about it. I know a policeman who told me in confidence that witnesses claimed that they saw aliens in those places with their own eyes. And others said that it was not aliens, but Bigfoot. That's right. I remember at that time even a sketch of it was printed in Pravda? There's no Bigfoot. Fire Vanovana. I know your stories. Students shouldn't drink less than the mountains. They get drunk and get into arguments with each other. I know they're kids. They settle any disputes with their fists, that's for sure. And when they're drunk, oh, they'll have a good time. So they all froze to death in the cold.
Oh, sweetie, how could you say that? I think the boys decided to warm up and be healthy, so they took off their clothes to rub themselves with snow. The leader of the group, by the way, was a silver medalist. But those boys didn't think about everything, and that's why God took their souls away.
Yeah, then they didn't warm up properly, did they? What were the authorities looking at? After all, the trip was dedicated to... yeah. The place has been named after the medalist ever since. It was either Sorokin Pass or Orlov. Some bird's name, I don't remember. Oh, the mom was listening too. Dyatlov Pass. The place has been named after the medalist ever since. It was either Sorokin Pass or Orlov. Some bird's name. Oh, wait. I went back for some reason. Okay. Good morning. Tanya, my dear. Hello. Hello. There's so many voices. Tanya, tell your mother that I found out the details of what happened to the red refrigerator. I'll tell her today. Let her come out with a chair after 3 in case there aren't enough seats on the bench. Okay, I'll tell her. Don't get dirty. They're painting inside the building. Yeah, the housing department has managed to paint the walls. The painters are already at work. They're probably messing up the floors, and who'll clean it up? We'll have to do it again. Who else? Dasha, your Pashka came by in a hurry. He asked me to remind you that you're supposed to collect the herbarum?
Oh, right! The herbarum! I completely forgot. It's a science today.
He's also asked about the oak tree. If it grows around here, he's such a good boy. God bless him. He's a good boy, but he's too quick. He ran again across the street when the light was red. What an idiot. I'll tell his mom everything. And why does he need that oak tree? There's plenty of leaves lying around. He can't take as many as you want. Well, we're off. Have a good day.
In the entrance, we were met by blue-collared walls with peeled plastered and soot from matches. Along the stairs, unknown artists had left their messages to posterity with a nail or pen. Some memorialized their favorite soccer team, and others frankly expressed their attitude towards their neighbor. And against my will, I read, Lyuba plus Petya. Spartak is the champion. Vasya is an ass. Soon, everything would be painted over.
Dasha, run and check the mail, see if anything came. But hurry, I've already called the elevator.
Mom, let me use the stairs.
Why? The elevator's faster. Pashka told you all kinds of spooky stories again, right?
It's not spooky stories, it's all true.
So what is it this time? A red hand, black sheet, green tomatoes. That's the kind of scary stuff they told me at camp. Where would all that stuff come from in an elevator?
Did they tell you about the black man at the camp?
Oh, that's new. I don't remember that.
It's funny to you, but Pashka's acquaintance disappeared like that.
How he disappeared?
He went into the elevator and no one ever saw him again, all because of the Shadow Strangler. If you take the elevator first to the 8th floor, then go straight down to the 3rd floor, and then go to the 9th floor, a Shadow Strangler will enter the elevator.
And then what happens?
Well, you can't talk to him under any circumstances. He'll press the button for the 6th floor, and when the elevator goes down, he'll get out.
What's the big deal? So he gets in and then he gets out.
It's that among the buttons, there's a button with no digits at all. And if you press it, the elevator will take you to hell, and you'll never come home again.
There's a, isn't there like a short about that on YouTube somewhere? Ha 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 ha! Oh, what a great imagination Pashka has. What if you talk to this man when he gets into the elevator?
He'll strangle you right away.
What if you don't press the button without a number?
Mom, I'm serious.
Dasha, first of all, if you know that all this will end badly, why follow these complicated instructions if it's easy to make a mistake? And secondly, we live on the 7th floor. We don't even need to go up to the 8th floor, let alone down to the 3rd. Let's take the elevator.
No, Mom. I'll take the stairs. I'll race you. Whoever gets up the fastest wins.
Ha 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 ha. All right, let's do it.
Between the 1st and 2nd floors, under the window, there were 2 rows of mailboxes of the residents of the building. Quite often you could see different letters and newspapers coming out of them. But the most interesting thing was, of course, subscription magazines. It was easy to recognize our mailbox, number 26, even though the number was almost gone. Someone had once scratched a funny duck on the door. To be honest, it didn't look much like a duck. That's probably why the artist signed below just in case. It's a duck. I wonder who did it and why. As Daddy would say, I wish I could catch that person and slap them on the wrists. But screw them, especially since I myself once wrote my name at the entrance wall. Despite the fact that the inscription Dasha was small and hardly noticeable, I felt a slight excitement and pride every time I looked at it, because so far, no one has guessed that I did it. It was my little secret. I guess I could have been a real spy, like Sturlitz. I opened the door. Oh, something had arrived. Inside the mailbox, there were 3 magazines. Let's check them out. Roman Gazeta is my dad's subscription. Boring adult stories, almost no pictures. Côte d'Or prints funny stories about school children, but I've never read them all, only the most interesting ones.
This high-pitched voice is working on me because she has a lot of lines. But I'm not going to say that because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Is another matter. It was my favorite magazine. The pictures there were really funny, always so bright and colorful. I'll never stop my subscription, not even when I become an adult. No letter from Dad again. Is he so busy there that he can't write us even the smallest letter?
Dasha, I'm on my way.
Then I heard the elevator doors closing, and remembering our competition with my mother, I rushed up the stairs. I flew up the last step and landed on the 7th floor just as my mom was getting out of the elevator. Me first, me first.
You always are. You're fast. So did anything arrive?
Yes, the magazines did. Dad's and mine. No letters.
I see. No Robotnitsa again?
Mom's magazine, Robotnitsa, was a little better than Roman Gazetta, but still boring. I only like the recipes and the girls in fancy dresses, and the fact that my mom lets me cut out the pictures as long as it doesn't ruin the pattern. No, Mom, it didn't. Maybe someone stole it.
Grandma Maya probably took it to read. She'll put it back in the mailbox later. All right, Dasha. Give me the magazines before they get wrinkled. A painter.
Petrovec, goddammit!
Something rattled on the floor above, and the familiar smell of paint hit my nose. Mom wrinkled her nose and looked up.
Yes, the renovation had begun so quickly, and as always at the wrong time.
Why at the wrong time?
Because they had to paint in the summer, while everyone was away at the countryside.
Mom took the keys out of her purse, opened the door, and we entered the apartment.
We have another old woman. Tanya, Dasha, how did it go? What did you see?
Graham, there were so many toys and dolls and different games.
It was good, Mom, but I'm late for work. We stayed more than expected. Grandma Fire told me to tell you to be down there by 3 p.m. Something about some refrigerator.
Oh, she'll tell her nonsense again. The old gossip.
Maybe, Tanya, you'll have time to eat some soup. I made such a delicious borscht. No, Mom, I'll eat at work. Our kindergarten has good food.
I'll have some, Graham.
What a good girl. If you eat everything, you'll grow up faster. Did you get anything from the store?
Here, Graham, look at this green vinyl. But we didn't know what's inside.
How come you don't know? Oh, it must be very expensive. Wow, what a beautiful color. They didn't make vinyls like this in our time.
Mom, leave it in the hall for now, and we'll listen to it together tonight.
I wanted to listen to it now, before school.
Dasha, let's do it tonight. We'll have a little party in honor of an unusual purchase.
All right, but then we need to buy lemonade for the party.
Sure, on my way back, I can go to the store and buy Buratino.
Maybe you can get some Pepsi instead. Buratino is always boring.
Okay, Dasha, I'll see if they have some.
Oh, Tanya, don't forget Pepsi. Some say it's bad for your stomach.
Mom, you're at it again, aren't you? Believing everything you hear.
It's not that. I know what I'm talking about.
Granny, don't worry. We've had it hundreds of times and nothing's happened. Here, take the vinyl. I wish the evening would come sooner. I can't wait to find out what's on that vinyl.
Dasha, I almost forgot. Here's a present for Zenochka. You can give it to her at school. It's her birthday today, isn't it?
Mom, you got it all wrong again. Yes, it's Zena's birthday today, but she will celebrate it the Saturday in 2 days.
I looked at the present in my grandmother's hand. It was a brand new bright red box with the word Rubik's Snake on it.
Oh no.
Grandma, is that a snake for Zena? Is that her birthday present? Mom, you bought Zena a snake? What about me? I asked for one at the store today and you said I couldn't have one. Now even Zena will have a snake. And she'll tease me again that I don't have a father and that I'm a beggar.
Oh, I just snatched that.
I was blind by rage.
Oh, wait. Rage or anger, I guess.
I was blind by anger, and my hands out of the blue snatched the box from my grandmother's hands. The package suddenly opened, the neatly folded puzzle slipped out and flew down.
Yep, this is a language that I don't know.
Ouch!
What's the meaning of all this?
Dasha, aren't you ashamed to behave like this?
Mom, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. It's not really broken. It's just parts that flew off. They're easy to put back on. Xena has everything, and I don't. Her dad always gets her everything, and she's so mean. She calls me names. I can't stand her. Why do I have to give her presents?
Dasha, you know that yours and Xena's moms are colleagues and have been friends since childhood. You should be friends too. Xena gives you presents on your birthday. Why wouldn't you do the same?
Let her have it. She's always gives me crap and keeps all the good stuff. And anyways, I don't need them. I throw them in the trash.
All right, young lady. That is enough. My patience is wearing thin. Starting today, you're grounded. You will not watch cartoons until you learn to behave. And when your father gets here, I'll tell him everything. What are we going to give Xena now? We'll give Xena the vinyl we bought today. Oh! I'll throw the snake away. It's no longer suitable as a present. It was a waste of money. Oh, Tanya.
Mom, no!
You broke Xena's present, and now you'll give her yours. It's only fair. And don't you dare touch that green vinyl. Do you understand?
But Mom!
I've said it all.
Mom picked up the toy and left the apartment, slamming shut the door.
Mom is mad.
A moment later, there was a sound, like something was falling through the garbage chute. It was Xena's snake. Tears of frustration started to come out, and I was unable to restrain myself, so I ran into my room. It wasn't my fault. It was an accident, and the box opened by itself, and if my mom had bought me the same snake today, then none of this would have happened at all. And now they've taken the vinyl away. My green vinyl! Grandma came quietly into the room and hugged me.
Don't cry, my dear. You know your mother loves you, and with Xena you should be friends. She's not a bad girl and studies for A's. But... All right, stop crying. It's time to get ready for school. You'll be late. Oh, I still haven't given you some borscht. It's probably cold by now.
I don't want to eat. I've lost my appetite.
Well, you should. The soup is very tasty.
Graham, when you were a kid, did you hate someone?
Of course I did. I remember Valerie was my classmate, a terrible bully. He wouldn't let me go, teased me, pulled my braids. I couldn't stand him.
And you became friends with him later?
No way! We were like cat and dog until 10th grade.
Did you ever fight him back?
Him? I couldn't fight back. He was a big guy. A head taller than me. I had a hard time with him until I got into college, and after that I never saw him again. I found out later that Valerie was in love with me, but he didn't know how to say it. He played around.
Grandma's strange story calmed me down a little, but I still didn't want to be friends with Xena. Quite the opposite. I wanted to get back at her somehow. But how? Suddenly an idea popped into my head. That's right. Let her have the vinyl, but I'll listen to it first. I got the vinyl. It's only fair. But how can I do it after Mom grounded me?
Sneak around and listen to the vinyl in secret. Let's ask Grandma. Grandma, you're cool. Come on, Grandma.
Grandma was often on my side. Maybe I could persuade her to let me listen to the vinyl. Grandma, I love you so much. You have no idea how much.
Oh, Dasha, I love you too, my dear.
No, Grandma, you don't love me at all.
Why is that?
Because you'll give my vinyl to Xena, and I didn't get to listen to it.
Not Dasha being a manipulator, a 4th grade manipulator. Okay.
Dasha, it's your own fault. You behaved badly. You have to obey your mom.
But imagine if your mom gave that harmful Valerie something very valuable to you, like your sewing machine. Would you like it?
We are horrible. Joshua is horrible.
I think I wouldn't like it. I'd probably be sulky.
There you go! Grandma, if you really love me, you'll let me listen to the green vinyl just once. And I'll do the dishes for a week without you telling me to do it. I'll vacuum the carpet in my room. I mean it.
All that? Does that really, just to listen to the vinyl and just to get back at Xena for being rude? Like, you'll do all of that. I feel like that's a lot of work just to, that it's not even going to really affect Xena in the first place because she's going to have the vinyl and you only listen to it once. Anyway, Grandma smiled.
You're so cheeky, Dasha. I'll get an earful if your mom finds out.
She won't find out, Grandma. I'll be very careful. And put it back where it belongs.
All right, sweetie. Listen to it once, but then put it back immediately. I left it in the hall on the shelf. I'm going to warm up the soup.
The vinyl must be around here somewhere. I looked around. On the shelf near the books, I noticed a familiar black envelope. There you are. As I approached the cabinet, I smelled for a second a strange, sweet odor that was clearly coming from the vinyl. I had encountered that smell once before, last summer when Pashka, Lena, and I had climbed up to the abandoned house. It smelled like that under the stairs of the first floor. Pashka joked that the cat had died there. It was dark, and Lena and I were afraid to look under to check if it was true. Pashka called me a coward. What a friend. What am I thinking? I'm imagining all kinds of things. I'm not a coward. It's probably just the smell of old things, that's all. I've got to hurry up. I've got to go to school soon. I took the vinyl and slipped back into my room. On the windowsill, between the two speakers, was my favorite vinyl player, a Vega 108 stereo. My dad had given it to me for my last birthday, and now my mom buys a new vinyl almost every month. I like fairy tales. I already had a whole box of them. If I could avoid going to school and doing silly lessons, I would listen to them all day. My favorite is the Bremen Town Musicians. I've had it since I was a kid, as long as I can remember. I've listened to it probably 100 or 200 times. Because of that, it's already all scratched up and it's always stuttering on the guard song. It's even funny when the vinyl player starts making ooh, 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 ooh sounds instead of, ooh, too bad that sunrise we meet with the eyes.
I don't even know how the song goes, but that's how I'm going to sing it.
But for some reason, my mom doesn't like it and asked me to turn it off. I carefully took the vinyl out of the black as night envelope and put it on the player. It's so beautiful after all. Too bad I'm only going to listen to it once, but what's better than never? There was a black paper label in the center of the vinyl. That's strange. Such circles usually have the name of a story or an album with a list of songs written on it. And also the playback speed.
33, 44, and rarely sent. Okay. I don't know much about vinyl, so.
But there's nothing here. Just a black circle. Maybe it's some kind of defect. Maybe they forgot to print it. The player was set to 33, so I'll try that first. If anything, I'll switch to the other one. I wonder if listening to vinyls at the wrong speed ruins them. Once I played Thumbelina faster than I was supposed to, and it was so funny. All the characters were gibbering like gnomes. I pressed the on button and turned on the player. The red light came on, and excitement ran through my whole body. Now I could finally hear everything. I turned down the volume just in case. The start key spun my vinyl around, and I carefully placed the needle on the very edge. There was a nice soft crackling sound in the speakers that was impossible to confuse. I froze in anticipation of the magic to come, unable to take my eyes off this mysterious purchase. Suddenly, some cheerful music came from the speakers. Oh, something familiar. I think I've heard this tune somewhere before. It's the dog waltz. When our teacher played it for us in school, we all would start barking in a funny way. I remember she told us that it is still unknown who composed this melody and that it was mistakenly attributed to another musician. I don't remember which one. Tapping out a funny tune with my foot, I remembered Lucy. I wish I could let her listen to this vinyl now. I can imagine how she would dance standing on her hind legs. Although Dog Waltz was not what I expected to hear on this green vinyl, it still cheered me up, and now I was wondering what tune would be next. But the next tune never came. The waltz kept playing and playing, endlessly repeating the same tune. Is it only the dog waltz? No way! I listened for a few more minutes, but the music remained the same. All the fun gradually faded away, replaced by disappointment. That's it? What a load of crap! If I had known it would be like this, I wouldn't have quarreled with my mother over a stupid vinyl. Let Xena have the stupid waltz. I'm sure she'd dance to it like a little dog, just like Lucy. And I'd say to her when I see her, Xena fetch, Xena come here, Xena play dead. What's that? The vinyl suddenly began to play some strange sounds, only remotely resembling the old melody. Goosebumps ran down my back and my body felt numb. I couldn't scream or run away. The nasty sound cut my ears like a knife and I closed my eyes shut because of the pain. Through the scrapping and the noise, I suddenly heard a terrible voice.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Creepy green eyes are on the wall. Don't you think all this is a joke? Little girl is going to choke.
Who's that? Maybe Mommy's back, but why so early? I have to put the vinyl back before I get caught. I can't imagine how mad my mom would be if she saw me with it. Grandma's gonna be in trouble too. Suddenly, the music stopped. The vinyl player was turned off, and even the needle was put back in its place. That's odd. Maybe I'd turn it off myself. I just hadn't noticed. Okay, I gotta hurry up.
Is this cussing in the other language? Or maybe it just wasn't translated.
I walked back into the hallway and stared right at the door. No, that doesn't sound like Mom. Mom has keys. Maybe she forgot them.
Dasha, look who's here.
It's definitely not Mom. She would never ring the doorbell so many times. Maybe one of the neighbors? Fear crept up, and a chilling feeling started somewhere inside. I started to hear the strange words from the new vinyl.
Little girl is going to choke.
We'll have to see who's standing outside the door. I slowly, almost without making a sound, approached the door peephole. I knew I'd give myself away when the light of the apartment flashed on the back of the peephole, but curiosity mixed with fear had almost already gotten the better of me. There was a tall black silhouette with green lights for eyes almost staring at the door.
Hello? Oh, no! I wanted to see what happened! That was the end of the demo. That was good. I liked it. The voice acting that I did, I apologize to everybody if the little girl voice was annoying. I didn't mean to be annoying. I'm looking. Oh, wait. Is that the game? Is that the game? I'm looking at my computer and it looks like it's all scratched, but maybe that's just the game. How the game looks. But anyways, that was Green Eyes demo. That demo was actually longer than I expected. So I'm curious how long the full game is actually going to be. Let me know your thoughts on this gameplay. I'm excited for these horror, indie, retro vibe-like games. They're real good quality. I wish those lines were translated fully that we didn't see, because I'm curious as to what it really said. Let me know your thoughts on the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at today. And remember to stay kind to yourself as well as to others. Simply Rye, out.